Hey guys, thanks for joining. In the next few minutes, I'll talk about some of the challenges that we have heard from customers in terms of deploying OpenStack private cloud in the enterprise setting. Some of the learnings that we have come across, and some of the options that we provide to the customers to deploy OpenStack successfully in the enterprise environment. So the challenges, the benefits, the solutions that are out there, and wrap it up with a portfolio and summary details. So I'll not spend too much time on these things because as we heard throughout this week, there's a lot of adoption in the enterprise in terms of private cloud, in terms of adoption. So there are multiple reasons why customers are doing it, be it technical, be it solution specific, be it features and capabilities and so on. So it enables a lot of things for the customers by adopting OpenStack, by adopting private cloud using OpenStack platform. That brings in a lot of challenges in terms of technical requirements, in terms of the lifecycle requirements, the interoperability and reliability from an enterprise perspective. So last few years, customers have been looking at OpenStack, playing with it from a pilot proof of concept perspective, but everybody is seriously adopting and migrating over or revving up new workloads on OpenStack private clouds. As an enterprise, there are multiple requirements, so support, reliability, security, and a life cycle that is guaranteed to work. So if customers were to do it on their own without having the right kind of staff or understanding of all the capabilities that OpenStack brings to the table, it becomes a challenge. It becomes a science experiment rather than a production deployment. The last thing our customers want is to manage their infrastructure rather than running their business. At the end of the day, they want to run their business. They want to see business outcomes and not necessarily spend their useful or valuable resources on infrastructure rather than running on business. So due to those reasons, enterprises are looking for capabilities that makes it easy for them to adopt OpenStack. They don't want to spend any time on designing it, architecting it, configuring it, sizing it. And from OpenStack perspective, there are multiple modules, multiple projects. They may not know which ones to adopt to meet the needs that our customers are looking for. They don't want to customize it. They don't want to spend time customizing it or optimizing it. They want to go with a true, tried, tested, and validated design and architecture that could help their business grow in a rapid basis. So with OpenStack, it's all about velocity in terms of features, in terms of releases. If somebody spends a lot of time just bringing it up for the first time, they lose the edge that they are trying to attain with OpenStack. We are trying to address that with that. So from Cisco perspective, we recognize these gaps, we recognize these requirements from our customers. So we have a portfolio of solutions that our customers can leverage while deploying private cloud in their enterprise. So there are a couple of options in terms of for self-deployment and management. If a customer is not really interested in self-deployment and management, there's a managed service option available as well for our customers. So today I'll talk about the two blocks I show in this slide here in the interest of time. So let's look at what it is, why it makes a difference for our customers. So at the end of the day, like I was mentioning earlier, it's all about faster time to value with their deployments. So nobody wants to spend resources where it's not required, where it's not critical, and where it's not improving the bottom line and top line of the company. So deploying a private cloud is more of a table stakes rather than a differentiator. So they want to go with something tried, tested. We are able to do that with our solutions. So easier and faster deployment, and the validation that Cisco does with the solutions, it reduces the risk while enabling them to adopt OpenStack, so to increase ROI. So we provide greater agility and automation by working with our partners for co-engineering, validation, and support. And we're using enterprise-ready components to provide a reliable, secure, and highly scalable and available platform. So for folks who are not very familiar with the Cisco validated design concept, it's a broad effort wherein we partner with customers, we partner with solution ISVs and vendors to build a very optimal differentiated design and architecture to provide the best value. And at the back end, we provide end-to-end support for customers to utilize. They don't have to deal with multiple companies, multiple vendors if something were to go wrong. It's all about providing support as a single point of contact. So this makes it a lot valuable for our customers. So with that, let me jump into a few solutions that we have out there for our customers to leverage. So all this has been developed and engineered and designed working with our customers and partners. So in this case, we work closely with Red Hat and Intel to provide a production-ready infrastructure as a service that acts as a foundational or a building block that customers can use to develop any other solution that they want on top of it, any other services they want on top of it. So start with the infra as a service, but you can build X as a service or anything as a service. A few things I'll talk about as we go along. It's a highly available and scalable architecture that customers can confidently adopt. And by the co-engineering and co-design that we did, it provides a end-to-end configuration management and monitoring and control. This makes it simpler for our customers to leverage all this backed by solution support that I was talking about earlier. And it's built based off of enterprise proven architecture, proven platform in terms of compute, switching, and routing, and also using Red Hat's OSP director, so leading software distribution there from an OpenStack perspective. And all this we are bringing together by the use of co-engineered plugins that expose, highlight, and bubble up the value of the Cisco infrastructure in the OpenStack context. So the idea here is to make 2 + 2 = 5 rather than 2 + 2 = 4, which you would get if you were to just use it as is without leveraging the plugins that we have built together. So this is one option that we have for customers using Ceph storage, using rack servers, server-based storage as part of the solution. But many of our customers are looking for, they have preferences in terms of storage, what they want to do. So for that, for those scenarios, for those customers who are not necessarily comfortable with, say, Ceph and looking for enterprise level storage, we have a solution with FlexPod as well. Here, this is a partnership with Red Hat and NetApp. All the same sort of capabilities, but with a different storage backend coming from NetApp. And this is with a Juno-based solution, which is being refreshed with the Liberty. So I'll talk about the roadmap and portfolio in a bit. But as you see here, there are multiple options that our customers can use when they are looking at adopting OpenStack, and they can do it comfortably. Why does it matter for customers to adopt UCS, right? So it's a jointly validated production-ready solution that's easy to deploy and faster for time to value. We tested it, validated together to provide end-to-end seamless integration, live migration capabilities that many of our customers are looking for, backed by a single point of support for developing and deploying cloud-native applications and enterprise applications. From a technical perspective, when one is the day zero deployment, but what about the operational characteristics from a day one, day two perspective, right? So the integrated architecture that we have, that reduces shrinks the time for initial deployment. But from a day two perspective, once everything is up and running, we want to make sure that it's up and running and you're able to monitor and manage it very easily. So with UCS, all the APIs exposed by the underlying infrastructure, it's very easy to leverage it for compliance, for monitoring, and to manage the scale that your customers are looking for. And by leveraging the capabilities of service profiles within the UCS context, it's easy to grow, expand, and right-size the cloud as they see fit. From a plugin perspective, our customers are able to leverage them for better visibility into operations and manage it directly from Horizon without having to going from one console to the other when something has to be done. So that we talked about, just as a platform or a infrastructure as a service, but customers are not just stopping there. They are looking at solutions where they can deploy other applications and solutions on top. One of those things is Hadoop. Big data and analytics is picking up heavily, and a lot of us heard about attended various sessions in the last few days during keynote, during breakout sessions about big data and analytics. And customers are looking at OpenStack to deploy their Hadoop solutions as well, and in a virtualized manner. So with OpenStack working with Red Hat here and Hadoop vendors, we are building Hadoop-as-a-Service, where we are virtualizing for multi-tenancy. It's consolidation of multiple Hadoop clusters for infrastructure automation, and this enables customers to deploy and on-demand provisioning of clusters, and provide the flexibility and options to adopt multiple software distributions there. So we are combining the value of UCS Integrated Infrastructure with the centralized and management of OSP with the capabilities that the Hadoop vendors bring to the table. Everything together, it's all about making it easier for our customers to adopt OpenStack from a Hadoop context, Hadoop-as-a-Service. In the other space, we have OpenStack, and there is the requirement of software-defined networking. So many customers who are looking at OpenStack, they're also considering software-defined networking, and vice versa as well. The folks who are looking at SDN, they're looking at OpenStack as well. So here, the intent and the plan is to combine the infrastructure as a service capability that we talked about earlier, and how to plug it in a SDN configuration. In the Cisco space, it's a Cisco ACI application-centric infrastructure. One of the solutions that we're working on will bring those together and provide a seamless, validated design for you guys, for our customers to leverage as they are embarking on their OpenStack as well as SDN journey. From a solution portfolio perspective, for private cloud, we talked about the Ceph-based architecture. We talked about the FlexPod-based architecture. It's all about providing a validated solution in terms of providing multiple storage options that customers can leverage. So it's all about helping our customers adopt it without having to compromise on the choices they have, compromising on the options or the preferences that they have. They can continue with the preferences they have, and they can continue with the adoption of OpenStack within their data centers. And we also provide flexibility in terms of various OpenStack options. So some customers are looking at adopting the latest OpenStack versions, and some are looking at adopting a, say, N-1 version, mainly from a stability perspective and from a support perspective. So it's all out there. So the next big thing is the bare metal as a service capability. So as many of you know, Ironic is maturing fast with Juno, with Kilo, and with Liberty. It's improving the capabilities out there. We'll be adding those capabilities as part of this validated solution when they want to offer bare metal as a service to their end customers. So that's something that will make a lot of difference for very specific applications. Could be big data, could be some scientific and scientific applications and computational intensive applications. Bare metal as a service will make a difference there. I talked about Hadoop as a service. So we are starting with one vendor. We'll be adding additional Hadoop vendors as part of the offering as we go along. And we will certainly have on the side, from a infrastructure perspective, we'll be able to bring in OpenStack and SDN within the same framework for customers to leverage. So it's all about providing multiple options for our customers to adopt OpenStack without having to compromise on quality or the preferred architecture or vendors. So that's all out there. So we want to, Cisco is a trusted partners for OpenStack-based clouds. So we are combining the leading integrated infrastructure platform in the OpenStack in context. So with OpenStack, it's all about APIs. It's all about automation. We are able to bring all those things together. The industry-leading platform in the OpenStack context provide security, reliability, scalability with the APIs and automation, and all the joint work we have been doing in terms of plugins. We're working with customers and partners, and all upstreaming all the code. And Cisco is one of the leading contributors to the community as well. So you guys can adopt these solutions being developed by Cisco and partners. Thank you.